Another tip to make it much more fun for your child, just put it into sections and then do a mini countdown like 4 more sections left, 3 more sections left. She said it's much better for you to also see your hair color for what it is rather than just jumping straight into something which you might not necessarily like at the end. This is after 3 days. This isn't bad. Rest in peace.
Stepping out, it's Friday night. How I'm longing for this day. Yes, I'm single. Oh, we won't do.
But make sure you really exfoliate it, because you want to make sure every time you wash your hair you've got a fresh start to start all over again. So simply get your favorite shampoo, clarifying shampoo, whichever kind, cleansing cream, preferably a shampoo, because I know some of you guys don't like shampoos and you prefer cleansing creams, and just massage your scalp everywhere. Like get deep in there, just get deep in there and just massage your scalp like crazy. Avoid these bits because when you rinse out the water, this is going to get washed anyway, but just focus on the scalp. When the product is thicker, I need less of it, because I've realized that the more product I use, the more my hair gets weighed down, the less volume, the more I cry. So we don't want tears. The reason why I always detangle with my fingers, I've been doing it for like maybe 2 years now, is because I don't break my hair as much. But when you use a comb or a tool, they don't have feelings, so they're just gonna rip through. And I'll show you how much hair I've lost. The big reveal. This is how much hair. This is after 3 days. This isn't bad. Rest in peace. And make sure you always put the conditioner on the ends and work your way up. Otherwise, if you detangle straight from here down, the child will be in pain, and that's where all the drama starts. So always start on the bottom and work your way upwards. You just want to separate the curls evenly, and it is time consuming, I know, but it will all be worth it in the end. And the more you do this, the easier wash days become, and you just become happier, and your child becomes happier with their curls. So it's really important to do this. So I'm going to spend about maybe 8 to 10 minutes doing this, and then I'm going to run through it with a tangle teaser or a comb just to smooth out any of the ends that I missed. The reason why it's important to use your fingers when detangling is because all the knots are very small and your fingers are more prone to finding them. Another tip to make it much more fun for your child, just put it into sections and then do a mini countdown like 4 more sections left, 3 more sections left. So it makes it a lot easier for them to understand that they don't have so much time left. But I am doing this in small sections just because I really want to make sure that I detangle well and I don't miss any parts. To air dry your hair, I've been diffusing for a year now, and yesterday when I washed my hair, I spent the whole day at home, so I thought, I'm not in a rush, I don't need to diffuse, I've got nowhere to go, my hair can dry perfectly. And when I was air drying, I was like, whoa, these curls look so defined. I mean, it's crazy. And even though my hair isn't as big as it usually is, that's fine because my wash and go is gonna last longer, so I can pick it for as long as I want because it's gonna last me like 7 days, whereas with diffusing it lasts maybe 3 to 4 days. So that's absolutely fine. Again, it looks so healthy, especially because I had color, so I'll definitely say air dry makes the hair fly. This is second day hair, and a lot of you ask how I keep it going because maybe you wake up with limp curls, or you have a dent from tying it up, or your curls have magically disappeared overnight. But I simply sleep on a satin pillowcase with my hair in a pineapple, and then in the morning, I don't like to use products, but recently I've had to because obviously I've had the colour put in my hair and I need to add that extra moisture. So I've been using the Lot On Body 5-in-1 Miracle Spray, and I simply just spritz that on my ends and then scrunch away, and you will notice some fluff. So once it starts to fluff up, then you can maybe reapply with the curl milk or any other products which you like. But since I really need to keep my hair moisturized, and now the autumn's approaching, I really need to make sure I install that moisture that I've missed because of the coloured hair and the cold approaching season. Go lighter in steps, not in one big stage. Now, unless you really want to just go into the salon and go from black to blonde, by all means, that's your own choice. But if you really want to make sure that your hair is healthy, because at the end of the day, it's all good and well getting your hair colored, but once it starts to get damaged, it's such a waste of time, because you then have to either dye your hair a darker color or repair it. So I suggest that you honestly go lighter in steps. This is what Rachel suggests as well. She said it's much better for you to also see your hair color for what it is, rather than just jumping straight into something which you might not necessarily like at the end. I wouldn't recommend using a product to revive your hair after heat damage. If it's severely bad where you have straight ends, then I would definitely say cut it off, let it go, start afresh. It feels so much better to have fresh natural hair than to be trying to revive something that's telling you that it can't curl up anymore. It's honestly such a long and boring experience, because I did it 2015 when I big chopped my hair. In 2009 I was still straightening my hair, and I had these long bits that were straight, and then I had these curls at the top, and it looked atrocious, and I thought I could grow it out, fix it, but it didn't work. So I ended up cutting it all off, and it was such a relieving experience, because then I had this fresh curly hair that I could focus on. Working with two different textures is so hard. But if you insist that a hair product is going to revive your hair, then I would definitely recommend the Diva Curl Heaven in Hair. It is on the pricey side, but it's absolutely great for reviving damaged hair, whether that's color damage, heat damage, or just damage from not looking after your hair. If your stylist wants to straighten your hair beforehand, then I would definitely suggest running away, unless you like your hair cut when it's straight. But I don't like it, because when you wash your hair shrinks more than you thought it would, because obviously it's straight, and sometimes the shape can be really awkward. Like, you can have a triangle shape or just a really awkward shape, and also you then have to deal with the damage from the straightening when you next wash your hair, so it's just not good, okay? I hope you felt the emphasis. I mean, if you do like to have your hair cut when it's straightened, then that's absolutely fine, but from my experience it's never gone down well. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting your hair cut when it's dry and curly, because that's how you wear it, so why wouldn't you want it cut any other way? I really invest in mud masks and exfoliation. Don't use masks or exfoliating products that are too heavy, or where the beads are really big, because this will like really cause your skin to just get stripped away and then produce more oils, which leads to more acne. So be careful, make sure everything's gentle. I also like use products that aren't strong, that are really made for sensitive skin. Those are amazing.